be the kind with hearts on her eyes. You're the junior prom queen in disguise. You can go, now that I know I will be okay alone. I took you out to dinner, romance and candlelight, 2 pills and bottled water, suppress your appetite. It's the way your telephones ring when I'm sharing an epiphany. You should go, now that I know I will be okay alone. 'Cause you made me feel like I was someone you love for real. But now I find that you're handing out your candy valentines all over town. What a sweet letdown. Tore up your letter. No reason to remember. So easy to forget all the times you straightened my hair. And now I stay home watching Millionaire all day. I think I can say that I will be okay alone. You make me feel like I was someone you loved.
Yes, that was a song that I don't even know if it was ever popular, but it was Okay Alone. It's by Gabriel Mann. I don't really know a whole lot about that song. I know my sister used to have it as her like MySpace song, but that's pretty much all I know about it. I like it. It's a good song. I'm a big fan of heavy piano music, and that had a lot of piano in that song, so that's kind of the reason I played that song. Steve, if you're ready to join us back with us, what did you think of that song?
It was a unique song. I haven't heard that before, so I don't know how widely known it is, but it's an interesting song. I don't know if it's a favorite of mine, but, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
I like it.
Fair enough. All right, what's next, Steve?
Okay, it's up to you. I think we should have you describe this next thing. It's our segment. We should soon get a clip for this, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing back our weekly segment. What would you do if?
What did we do last week? Did we do this last week?
Let me get the old journal out. Yes, we did. We did. What would you do? Last week was what would you do if you saw a celebrity eating dinner with their family and stuff like that.
That segment went swimmingly.
So somebody
tried to call in and then we couldn't figure out the phones.
So now we could have callers for this one, but we should probably describe what our specific thing is.
Let's just leave it at what would you do if, and then people can call in, make up their own scenario. Let's not do that.
Max, go ahead. Do you want to describe the incident that happened at our restaurant not our restaurant, but a restaurant?
My hand, it's way up in the air. I don't know why my hand's in the air.
Okay, Max, we're picking you because you waved. You put your hand up.
Okay. So this weekend, I went with Steve and his family, and then Steve went with my family.
Our families went together. That's a more grammatically correct way to say it.
Okay. Well, I'm having trouble with grammar today. But we all went to dinner at a restaurant, and so we got our bill at the end of the meal, and we noticed, we were like, hey, this is only $80 for 6 people at a pretty nice restaurant. We were like, something's wrong here. And we noticed they forgot to tab on the $30 bottle of wine that our parents drank, not us, because we're not old enough.
We're not 21, so we didn't do that.
So obviously we were like, so what do we do in this situation? And we did the right thing, of course. We told the waitress she forgot to put the bottle of the wine on the bill, and she added it, and everything was okay from there. It was $30 extra. And
Now, what I thought was interesting is, that has happened to me several times. Or someone gives me the wrong change, or they tell me, or I'm sorry, they just leave out something on the bill. What she had mentioned is later she said, "Oh, I could have lost my job if they went back and did the inventory check and found a bottle of wine missing, and then found out that it was her that gave it away."
This was a bottle of wine straight out of Italy, by the way. It was like their house special. Which
that's true.
You're not sure if you believe that or not.
Yeah, but that's another story. But so I thought that was interesting that she had mentioned that, because I think if they didn't realize that someone could lose their job because they accidentally did not put something on the tab, they might have no problem, hey, we saved a little bit of money, and it's not hurting them. As long as it's not hurting anyone, it's not an issue. We'll pay the bill as it is. But since hearing that, we decided, or not we, but our parents decided that we definitely should tell them, and they're honest people. It's always, that's another thing. Honest people are good people, so they decided to do that. But now we're wondering, what would you do, callers or listeners?
Situation.
What would you do if the same situation happened, where that, although maybe not likely or definite, somebody could lose their job if they keep something off of the tab, they're losing money. Their company is obviously losing money, even if it might not be an extreme amount. But $30 is, that's a decent amount.
That's a good chunk of change.
Especially if a waitress is making, because that was our waitress, she made an error. If maybe she's making a certain amount, or tips, are included, so stuff like that.
That's very true.
Yeah. So we're wondering if anybody wants to call in and let us know. About what you think. In my personal opinion, I'm glad that we decided to let her know, because first of all, my dad has always told me about honesty. He's listening out there. He's always told me about honesty and how important it is. So not only the honesty part, but the fact that I didn't realize that people could possibly lose their job over that. I guess it seems obvious, but it didn't seem obvious to me.
I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, so that was interesting. So we'd like to get callers. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll wait for the callers. But Max, what were your thoughts? I'm sure you agreed with what we decided to do there.
I mean, obviously that was the right thing to do. Yeah, the right thing to do.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would do in that situation though.
I mean, if it were me, the waiter, or if I was a waitress, guess that's a different topic. But if I were the waiter or waitress, I don't think I would expect to be fired if an issue like that came up. But I mean, honesty is always the best. What is $30 doesn't make too much of a difference. I mean, for a kid to spend $30 on something, if you spend $30 to go to a game, or something, that's a lot. But if it's just, it's kind of a different thing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find the words here, but basically, I think it was the right thing to do to go ahead and let her know that we couldn't just keep that out. And it was a $30 bottle of wine that is free, so that's not right.
Straight out of Italy, don't forget.
Straight out Italy, and she was very nice about it. So we let her know, and then we gave her a nice tip. So it was very nice of her to.
I was kind of hoping she would just be like, "Oh, don't worry about it. That's my fault." But no, she charged us for it.
But that's okay. So we did have that. So that was an interesting thing. Again, we'd love to hear your opinions, because me and Max know our opinions, but we do not know yours, because obviously you have not been calling in.
So please do call in at 336-278-9763. 9763, that is WSOE for those of you who are confused still. WSOE, of course, is the radio station you're listening to right now.
Any callers would be great. Otherwise we're gonna move on. I hate to move on with such an interesting topic. A real quick shout out. I guess I'll get this in the way here. Max, what? No, we're not gonna actually shout into the microphone. I just wanted to say hello. My grandmother's listening, so it's nice to have you listening. So I appreciate that, and I'm glad you're here to listen. So we're waiting for callers, Grandma. So I don't know. Let my parents know, or you can go ahead and call in. We need some callers here. If not, we're gonna move on to a very fun little segment coming up next. But we'll give you guys we'll give you about 30 seconds before we move on here, because we'd love to have some callers.
So we're just gonna sit here for 30 seconds and allow dead air to happen. Is that what we're doing?
Well, let's talk about this for a second. That lady was very, very nice. What if your waitress or waiter had been not mean, but just didn't do her job or his job very well, and messed up something else, or just didn't care, or didn't apologize when they did, or spilled a drink on you, that, or didn't ever get your refills? It wouldn't have been a different story with my parents, our parents, but if the person did not lose their job, but if it was just over, being nice, I might not have done it at that point. To be honest with you, if the person was not very respectful and they made the error and I didn't, and it wouldn't hurt anybody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that all makes sense. I'd probably agree with you if I don't like the service of my server.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So
I don't know.
All right, so we didn't get any callers. That's okay. We'll move on. Max has a very interesting talent that he has, and
I can make my armpit fart.
Max has a couple of interesting talents. Max's talent
Apparently
is...
people are trying to call, they just can't get through. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's...
Yeah, you know what?
Press some buttons.
I'm hearing that. Let's fix that. I'm being told...
Okay, I pressed a button.
Wow, I'm being
told...
Try it
now.
All right, try it now. We're being told that 4 people have actually just called in, and none of them are... I'm not joking. We have had a couple of callers here, and none of them are able to get through. So we are going to keep the phone lines open. We got to figure out exactly. We did try to fix it up there. I believe it's ready to go, right? Wait,
I have no idea.
Can we get somebody to call in right now? We'd love to talk to you guys. We apologize for the phone issue. Right, we're still getting used to things here in the booth. It's only our 3rd show here. So, hopefully, can we... it's a shame that it's not working. But that's okay. We can move on. Hopefully, we'll get that over the break and change it up again. We had fixed something. Apparently, it didn't do the trick. But moving on, Max has an interesting talent that he would like to share with us. Max, would you like to introduce it before you do it?
Sure. I guess this is the part where I'm supposed to beatbox on air.
Yes. Would you like to introduce?
Whoa, what is that?
Let's take the phone noise down.
I don't know why that just happened.
I'm not sure, dude. We should probably keep that off. But Max, go ahead with your talent. Explain why, when you realized you had it, I guess a long time ago, and please give us a sampling. We'd love to hear it.
Okay, so my beatboxing career, I say career very loosely because I don't actually have any sort of way of making money off of it yet. But started probably the summer after my freshman year of high school, where I got into the beatboxing lifestyle, which is very similar to a regular lifestyle. It's just you add beatboxing to it. And I don't know. I haven't really... I've picked up different sounds and stuff over my career. I keep saying career, but you guys know what I mean.
I got you.
And it's I don't know. It's just something I enjoy doing at times. So I'll just do a brief solo, if you will. Steve, feel free to rap over it if you want.
I won't be doing that. I don't want to take away this. I'm very excited about this. Ladies and gentlemen, he's very good at it. I assure you.
You're going to get them too excited about it now.
No, it's great. Go ahead.
Let me turn myself up. All right, here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
That's about all I want to do today.
That is a lot. I love that. And I'm sure our listeners did too. I think that's fun. I can't do that. I'm certainly not someone that can beatbox. But I love when other people entertain the class or entertain the group like that. So that's always fun.